Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? Today we're playing Balls of Snow, which is made by Cookies and me. Yes. So let me go ahead and tell the story here a little bit. This is a mode that was pretty much made on commission. So the Dendi gang, right? Dendi's people, his team, contacted me and was like, hey, we have an idea for a custom game. And last time we made something, you said that we should contact you ahead of time and talk to you about it and see if we can figure out the best way to make it work. And they actually did, so I'm very happy about that. But the idea was that they wanted to kind of have this mode for a charity event, right? And they did that charity event yesterday. So I'm not here to tell you to go there and donate because we already kind of missed that window of opportunity. Apologies. It's not my fault. I just, it's only, well, the mode was ready in time for the event, but the video, I wasn't able to get that out in time because of the upload. Anyway, point being, this is the mode we put together. So I designed it, balanced it, and play tested it. Cookies also helped with the play testing, and then of course Cookies did the actual implementation. He did all of the programming, the general Lua work that was necessary, and put it all together. And I think it's kind of a fun little mode. Don't worry, I'll explain how it works in a second. But I just thought you guys might want to see this. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into the game. So here we are, Balls of Snow. Welcome to Balls of Snow. How to play. Gold and experience. Tusk can't gain gold or experience by himself. He shares both with his team, getting 1/5 what they do. Buildings. Towers are hard to destroy. Tusk deals bonus damage to them. And Tusk's abilities are slightly reworked. Read them carefully. So that's pretty much the basic idea of it. We are playing Big Tusk right here. And Big Tusk is Tusk, except not really. So the first rule is really important and, was kind of established in the little page that we just looked at, where Tusk is unable to farm. Right? He just gets golden experience whenever his team gains golden experience. And if he tries to last hit, he's just not going to get any money. Then, Tusk is good at killing buildings. So buildings are really tanky if you want to have a look here, right? It's a tier 1 tower, it's got 9,000 HP. But Tusk has this ability, the Siege passive, which increases stuff. Maybe should have written a better description here, but that's okay. So it gives him bonus health per level, so he's just kind of tanky, but not super tanky, just kind of tanky. And then he also gains bonus tower damage per level. So as the game continues, he'll be able to deal a lot of damage to towers. Especially he also gets bigger, which is, of course, a very important deal. And then we have a bunch of abilities here. So you can see we have the little snowball thing that we can use. We took that out of the diatite mode. I thought it was a fun little one. You can use that to kind of just like bully people a bit. Oh man. Okay, I think I gotta go. I think my team is not in the best position. Oh my god! Wow, that was a long hook. Alright. Now we're just gonna be in my snowball for a little bit. And then we get out of here. Yeah! No, don't hook me again. Not again, not again, not again! No, we're fine. Cool. So, anyway, sorry. Tusk has some custom abilities. Well, they're not really custom, they're just normal Dota abilities, but I reworked them slightly. So specifically what I did is I just kind of changed the numbers around to make them more suited towards a playstyle. That means that you need to kind of be with the Tusk to really make use of him. Because I didn't want Tusk to just be like a monster by himself. He is pretty strong, but he's not really gonna get solo kills. And that's because he just doesn't do that much damage by himself. But if he has a team around, he's quite dangerous. Specifically, the way this works is you can see ice shards, for example, they deal less damage than they do in normal Dota, but they have double the duration, so they can create like this really scary wall. Or you've got snowball, which deals less damage, but you can gather people from further away, and you have a longer like duration for the gather effect. We also have a sigil, we have tag team. Oh, invisibility. Ooh, that's a problem, okay. We have a tag team, which has a huge radius and also increased duration, but again, it's less damage. So the idea is that you just kind of need to be near the Tusk, and he's gonna make you powerful, but you do have to be near him. Otherwise, the guy just isn't gonna be able to do much by himself. Anyway, I'm trying to go back to the base of my snowball, but it's kind of difficult, honestly. So here we go. go back and heal up. And let me pick up a Dust. Although, I probably shouldn't be buying supporting stuff. This may sound like I'm just kind of being selfish, but Tusk doesn't gain that much money. Turns out getting a fifth of what your team gains leaves you with just not that much money. Like, you're just kind of poor. Weird. I know. I didn't really anticipate that myself. I thought Tusk was going to feel like he's got a good amount of cash, but he really doesn't. He's just kind of a poor little boy. Okay, we're coming in down here. We also have commentators for some reason. Let's level up tag team. Now, this mode was very much designed for good Dota players. So if we look at, who was participating in the event, it was definitely people that are good at normal Dota, that play it actively, that either compete in tournaments, have competed in the past, or care about their kind of like abilities to be good at Dota. So it was definitely something where I kind of designed it with the idea, okay, this is going to be played by people that actively care about Dota, about being good at Dota. So that's why I kind of made it in the way that I did, where the idea was that we have this one unit where everything revolves around him, but this one unit is also kind of more something that enables things, right? So that you can't just go and farm up the Tusk and Tusk is big then, and then you just carry with the Tusk, but instead that the team needs to work to enable Tusk. And I was hoping it would give the players kind of this weird secondary objective to the game. The primary objective is of course still winning, but the way you do that is you need to play the secondary objective, which is enabling Tusk. So that was the idea. And actually it worked out pretty much exactly like that, if I may just say so. I'm really happy with how it worked out. That's exactly what people did. That's exactly how they responded to the mode. They ended up weirdly banning a bunch of stuff. So there's a few ways you can abuse Tusk. Echo Saber, Manta Style, illusions in general are very good. Okay, here is this. Good. Illusions in general are very, very good because they... Here, let's get this guy. Sorry, we gotta win this fight first, I think. Snowball, that's fine. I think the snowball is gonna be going on me, so that's good. We've got... got this. We'll just bonk this dude a little bit. And then... I don't think I snowball us into that. Oh no. Get away, get away. So, sorry, what was I saying? Pick up arcane boots. We gotta have some mana, right? But yeah, you can use specifically illusions really well because illusions get the sieging passive, so they become very powerful in that way. But the players yesterday at the charity event, they actually... So I kind of left stuff like this in the game. We could have made it so that illusions are weaker with the sieging passive. We could have just disallowed illusions on the hero altogether, or just made it so they don't have the passive at all. But I didn't. I specifically left it in the game because it was kind of supposed to be something where I was hoping that by like game 2 or 3, the players would figure it out. Right? They would figure out, oh, illusions are powerful, and then they have that one moment of discovery of like, ah, okay. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Now, you might expect me to say that the players, because they're pro players, were really smart and clever and figured it out immediately as a result of their understanding of Dota, but obviously no. No, what ended up happening is that a Tusk just randomly happened to find an illusion rune up here, and then there happened to be nobody in the top lane, so he brought his illusions and then attacked the tower, and turns out the tower died pretty much immediately. And from that point on, the Tusk like immediately rushed Manta Style and just like abused illusions for the rest of the game, and they had it in the first match, and then they banned illusions for the rest. And I thought that was kind of disappointing. My little surprise that I put in the game didn't quite work out the way that I was hoping it would. Alright, we'll do some damage here. And then kick him out. Goodbye. But my little surprise that I put in the game didn't quite work out the way that I was hoping it would. And then they just banned illusions, which I thought was weird. They actually ended up banning a lot of stuff. They then banned any sort of... So they banned any sort of illusions. And then they banned Doom. Because apparently Doom counters Tusk. And I'm just like, I guess? I don't know. Like, Doom counters Tusk in the same way that Death counters Tusk, you know? I don't know. That felt weird. But they apparently thought that Doom was overpowered. So that was kind of funny. Alright, nope, you guys are sticking around. You, stick around too. Oh, we have Virus Punch as our final ability here. Which I thought was just a fun little thing. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out though. Because the players did actually end up playing the game pretty much in the way that I had intended. Where they, you know, like they played around the Tusk. There were a ton of kills. You think right now we have a lot of action. But genuinely, at this point of the game, like on the charity stream yesterday, it would already be 2020. They were just fighting non-stop. Like no breaks on that train. Non-stop fighting. I was a little worried that it was too much, but apparently they did like it. Apparently the mode got very positive feedback from the competitive community there. So I guess I'm happy about that. I was a little worried that I was maybe just a tad bit too much fighting, because they would literally end the game with like 200 kills. It was crazy. Hello, I'm Dr. Baumi, and it seems that unfortunately you've been diagnosed with YouTube-itis, and it seems that the only cure is for you to leave a like on the video. I wish you good luck, my friend. But yeah. Okay, coming in here. Oh! Gotta get ourselves around here. But yeah, Sinner and Purge were talking a lot about how Tusk works before the game started. It was fun seeing them guess how Tusk works. Yeah, that was exactly the point, right? Like, the mod was very much intended to kind of, like, present that question to people. It's just kind of like, okay, so here is a hero, right? He's similar to what you expect from him, but he isn't quite the same. So, what exactly is he? And what do you do with him? Right? Figure that out for us. I don't think I need detection here. No. Ooh. Right, and I wanted people to kind of have that feeling of discovery and that feeling of like, oh, I'm learning how this all works. Okay. Because I think ultimately, like, pro players, you know, they like themselves some games. Although there's different kinds of pro players, I would guess. I think there's the kinds of pro players that really enjoy this, like, process of learning a game and figuring out the better things about it. And then they're, like figuring out, like, new strategies and getting better at those strategies. And then, like, kind of, like, you know, like, this process of discovery. I think there's some that really enjoy that. But I would also guess that there's a good amount of them that enjoy, like, the process of mastery more than that. Where, like, the idea is that, you know, it's more about getting really good at something. Like, just repeating over and over and over again. Those are probably the players that are more known for their hero puddle than they are for their, you know, like, wide range of characters that they can play. Okay, coming in here, I will level up tag team damage. I haven't actually attacked a tower yet. We probably should at some point actually start pushing here. It is possible to push without the Tusk. It's just very difficult. Right, that's it. It's one of those things where it's just like, can you do it? Yes. But it's just kind of hard. Oh no. Okay. Can you do it? I got kicked out. Alright, you're probably dead. Alright, snowball. Get him. Nice. Alright, run. Ah, you're dead. No, my snowball. Ah, they got us. I thought about making other heroes into Titans like Tusk. Would be cool if there was 5 or 6 to choose from. So this mode was made on commission, right? Basically the way it worked is that the Dendi people approached me and they're like, hey, we have an idea for a game mode. We want to make something like this, right? So the idea of having Tusk be like the main player of the mode, that was the idea from the beginning. But they originally just wanted like both teams to have a Tusk. And that was more or less their entire plan. So I was then, okay, let's maybe like see what goals you have with this. Why do you want this Tusk? What is the Tusk for specifically? And then let's see if we can maybe find a version of this mode that would fit better with your idea. And this right here is what we ultimately ended up with. I think I will actually just abuse the Manta Star. Look, I haven't banned it, and it's gonna be kind of fun to see, I think. So the reason why the kind of like big hero on this, why it's Big Tusk, is because that was what they wanted, right? They started out with the idea of, hey, we want a big Tusk. And I'm like, okay, great, let's make a big Tusk, but let's figure out what we can do with him. And then this is kind of what I came up with. The Morph ended up working like we thought. So they actually figured out, so they tried Morph. Morph did end up working really nicely. He was very, very strong. But in part, that was because there was sort of a bug with Morph. And I would actually say this is a bug. It's unintended. Because what ended up happening with Morphling specifically is you can morph into the enemy Tusk. You can do that. But Tusk is supposed to have a very low base attack time. Well, actually a very high base attack time to be precise. Right? Because base attack time, high base attack times means low attack speed. Right, so Tusk has a very, very high base attack time. He's got by far the highest in the game. He's at 2.5. Usually the highest in the game is 2, which I believe is Hoodwink. Yes, Hoodwink. Sorry, I was going to say Doom, but Doom actually has 1.9, I believe. And these days, the hero with the highest base attack time is actually, surprisingly enough, Hoodwink. But anyway. So, turns out when Morphling morphs into Big Tusk, for some reason, he doesn't carry over that base attack time. And instead, he has his normal base attack time. Which I now wonder if that is just a Dota bug. I mean, I wonder if that's just how it works in normal Dota as well. This is a very specific thing, and I wonder if that's something that... Anyway, point being that Morphling has a lower base attack time than Tusk. Way lower, 1.7. Which means that a Morphling can actually just build attack speed and then abuse the sieging passive and just break down towers. And that's, by the way, why the Tusk has a low base attack time. It's partially because I didn't want him to just build right click and then become a carry. Because again, he's supposed to be more of this like supporting monster for your team. More of this like centerpiece that you structure your lineup around. And also in part because I didn't want people to just buy a Mask of Madness and break down towers. I wanted them to have to think a little bit and figure out illusions, but they figured that out way too quickly. Alright. I'm gonna get you out of here. I don't really want you involved in this right now. Yeah, there you go. Very good. That's also why I replaced his... haha! Haha! I have been waiting for this! Yes! I have been waiting for this moment. This is, by the way, why Tusk also has Walrus Kick as opposed to Walrus Punch. It's specifically because I wanted people to have to... kind of like more play to their team as opposed to just kind of like building damage and then Walrus punching stuff. So yeah. One problem is that he doesn't have an Aghanim. It would maybe have been fun to make Walrus punch his Aghanims, but that would have been kind of complicated. At the end of the day, this was supposed to, this is still a mode that was put together fairly quickly, right? Ooh. Alright. Well, I'm trying to get close to this tower. Oh my god, look at it. Now that's some damage. That's some damage. I do have this. But I don't think we're really gonna do anything with it. That's fine. Cool. But yeah, we ended up replacing his ultimate, so now he doesn't have an ultimate. There were some things that weren't quite right yet. I actually originally wanted to replace Ice Shards as well. Instead of him having Ice Shards, I wanted him to have a Snowball ability. There's actually this very specific Snowball ability that was in one of the Frosthaven versions where you could throw a Snowball at people. It's pretty much just Magic Missile, but I thought it would be fun to have him throwing snowballs. And I was gonna change it so it has a really low stun duration, so he's just running around throwing snowballs all the time. Which I thought would be kind of fun, but we didn't end up finding that ability in a way that was implementable. And Frozen Sigil was actually supposed to be an Aghanim's Shard, and not just like a passive, not just an ability he has from the very beginning, but again, there was limited time for this. Hello. Alright. And I think this was fine too, right? Like, with game development, it's always a matter of just kind of like reaching a point where you say, oh, okay, this is fine. You're pretty much never going to get everything exactly the way you want it to be. So I think it's always good to know when you're like starting development on something, when you're like starting work on something. It's a good idea to kind of set an expectation of like, okay, here's what I think we could do, like, or basic, sorry. You should kind of like set your expectations for what is required, like what do we need for sure, like what is 100% necessary. So for example, for this mode, what is 100% necessary is the Tusk economy, right? Like Tusk needs to not have, not just be able to farm. He needs to get gold passively, he needs to get experience passively. That is necessary. But then there's things that you can say, oh, these aren't as important. So what is not as important? Well, the specific Tusk abilities aren't that important. There's a lot we can do there, right? Of course, I had a plan originally, and we didn't end up sticking to it entirely, but that's okay. It's one of those things that's malleable. Okay. Oh no. Ah, I'm dead. Rip. Ooh, Meepo is kind of going nuts. Although I think he might be going down right now. I think that might be a dead Meepo. Maybe. Oh my god, kill him! There you go. It's about time. Alright, let's get health. And then, well, what do I buy next? I don't know. Octarine Core, lower cooldown? Maybe we do just get Echo Saber as well. Why not? Double down on our pushing, right? Yeah, Tusk gets bigger as the game goes on. He just gets a little bit of model size whenever he levels up. Another little thing that Tusk gets, he gets a little bit of movement speed and attack range as he levels up, but that's just so that it feels more natural when he's big, because you can't just increase the model size without also increasing how much attack range he has. The hero will just feel a little clunky, and that's not ideal. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I mean, Lifestealer's here, let's go. Yeah, look at that, Lifestealer's level 21, I'm level 15 here, but that's because we have a level 12 Lich. Oh my god. I mean, I kind of... Wait, is this already nerfed? I'm curious now. I feel like I should be killing these quicker. Oh, it's already nerfed! Ah, why did you... Cookies! Alright, never mind. Cookies fixed it. Okay. Well, now I feel a little silly. I was so excited about it. It's just normal Tusk pushing. Apologies. Tuski, not Tuski. I blame Tuski for it. Tuski didn't do anything, but I still blame him for it. No, Cookie's already fixed it. Alright, alright. I don't know, it was never bugged, didn't need fixing. Alright, get out of there. No! Oh, actually it might be fine, he's kind of getting fucked up. Alright. Oh no, snowballs. Good. Get out. Get out. Get out. Okay, we're protecting Flare. It's fine. We are fine. No, you're not going anywhere. Sick. Alright, time to get this tower, I guess. Turns out 1500 extra damage is crazy. Makes sense as he grows his arm grow. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it feels really weird to have a hero that has like, that is twice the normal size but has normal attack range. It just doesn't look right. Or a hero that is bigger but doesn't move faster. Because they retain their normal movement animation, right? But it's just slow for some reason. It just doesn't seem right. It's like one of those things where like, You might not even like necessarily be able to tell for sure what the problem is, like when you're playing, but it'll feel unnatural. And, you know, it's not like a little bit of extra attack range matters that much. How much does he have right now? Ah, he's got 80 bonus, right? That's not significant. Alright. Take this tower down. Very good. Those 1600 extra attack damage. Look at that. That hurts. I mean, I guess the Manta style does give me a bit of extra attack speed just because of the agility, right? Tusk can gain attack speed. It's just a little less efficient at it because of the low base attack time. Oh no, don't kick me. Don't kick me. Let me go. Mercy. So, what do we buy next? We have a lot of HP. Like, maybe we should just tank up. Like, get a hard, get that region going. Right? Become huge. Or I get Aghanim's shard. I think that's actually a really good idea. Like, I mean, our ice shards last a really long time. We can make them much more powerful. That's fine. This is still fine. I do have a lot of HP. Alright, get you out. Hello? Ah. My team got it, I think. Yes, very good. Very good. Aghanim's shard. Ah, but this is the problem, right? Now that I have died, we can't push. Well, you can. It's just kind of slow. Isn't kind of obvious from the get-go? I make a dude bigger, so he has bigger legs, so he takes bigger steps, so obviously I have to increase his movement speed. Or it just seems obvious, but it actually isn't. I think, personally, like, maybe it is obvious, right? But from my experience, it's one of those things where, because we aren't making Tusk that much bigger, right? I think it's something where you would be able to tell that something feels wrong once you compare level 1 to level 20. Or level 15 or whatever. Like, if you look at them like that. But you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell the difference between level 3 and level 5. But what you might be able to still, but you might still notice that it just feels a little off. It just feels a tiny little bit off. I don't know, I care about details like that. But it could also just be that it's way more obvious than I'm making it out to be. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, what matters is that, you know, I just kind of wanted to point it out. Alright. Big Tusk. Which Big Tusk is real? That's right. None of them. Well, alright. We have this maxed out. One thing that I do think was a mistake, though. I should have rebalanced these, the virus kick. I asked Cookies to just, like, put some numbers in. And then I kind of forgot about, like, changing them because they seemed fine. Like, I just looked at them once and I was like, eh, they seem fine. But then, like, spectating yesterday, like, watching the actual, like, I guess tournament, not really, show match, I suppose. I have to say, I think that the ultimate was a tad bit too powerful. And that was like a problem. I think it does too much damage, too much knockback. This is something where it would have been a good idea. It would have been a good idea to just reduce it a little bit. But yeah. Hello. Ah! Move! Fuck. Ah, no, wait, I got him. I got him. Kick him right out of there. Let's push. This event already happened. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't really give you any heads up on this. Because it was literally just a matter of they gave me the bare minimum time frame to make it all, like, work. So the last playtest happened, like, a few hours before the actual event. And there was enough time to, you know, there was enough time to get everything ready in time, but there wasn't enough time to get everything ready in time and then also show it off on my channel. Because, you know, like I have a little bit of a delay between recording and uploading. It just, you know, sorry, it just works that way, right? I can't upload on the day that I record. Well, I can, but I don't usually because it's important to have a strict schedule. Are the barracks beefy too? Yeah. All buildings are beefy. All of them are a little bit bigger. So that actually finally means mega creeps aren't that impactful, but they still help. Ancient health, sure, there you go. 22,500 HP. Okay. Let's get on our little snowball and get into the action. I thought the snowball was a clever addition. Because it just makes it so that the Tusk is always moving, you know? Alright, we'll take this down. Good. I'm so disappointed that people didn't like my illusions. I really do think that it would have been a way funner moment of discovery if it just hadn't, like, if it had happened a little while later. Right? Not literally the first game right away. I was just like, bad luck. Bad luck! They never would have figured it out. That was not intentional. That's the thing that annoys me about it, right? I wanted them to have that moment of like, yeah, oh, illusions, yes, obviously. And then I wanted them to pick Shadow Demon and Chaos Knight into a game and like spawn a ton of illusions with Tusk. But no, they didn't. Alright. Only left me, didn't let me infest him. Oh. Well, apologies. Oh, we have a little bit of a gold lead, it seems. Yeah, I guess. That seems about right. Can I tell you something that has me surprised that I learned today? Juggernaut was only picked twice at TI8. And he wasn't nerfed at all. He was buffed. Before, like from the tournament before, he just only got picked twice. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh man, what happened to you, buddy? Well, I know what happened to him, but it's just still a law. Surprised me just a tad little bit. Oh, hey, I was snowballing. Alright, ice shards. Woo! Somebody's trapped. Oh my god, that's a brutal trap too. Nope, you're not going anywhere. Alright. Do a virus kick here? I don't want to interrupt this combo. There you go. Nice! Well, we didn't get the Tusk, but actually that's not true. There you go. Alright, put them out of their misery. Alright, we're level 19. Almost level 20. Reduce Ice Shard's cooldown. Take this down. You know, we could have made it so that the buildings just can not be touched by anything else, but I thought that would feel a little bit like, you know, that wouldn't feel satisfying that you can't attack a building. Right? It's important, I think, to have that feedback, that moment of like, oh, I hit the structure and it did something. Even if it's just a little bit, right? Even if it's just a little bit. That's why I opted to kind of let other units also deal some chip damage. Oh, wow. That's got a long range. Is that an... Ah, yeah, Evelyn's. Okay. Alright. Attack team. Sigil. Take down this bad boy. And we got it. I don't know why they are commentating in chat. There could be more heroes to be. Yeah, so that's kind of the question now. As far as I was thinking, this was just a one-time mode, right? Like there was, I had no further plans to like, you know, do more with it. But kind of the conversation that I can see now, like in the Discord channels that we have, is that apparently people like the mode enough that they just kind of want to iterate on it. They want to like add in maybe a different hero. Like instead of being Big Tusk, it could be, I don't know who, Big Slaughter, right? Somebody. I don't know how I feel about that. Personally, I'm more of the opinion like, it's fine, this was fun, let's do something else next. But hey, anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to give the mode a try, of course, feel free. But it is a little bit difficult as you need to have 12 players to properly play it. It is definitely a mode that was made for this event. It was made with the idea of having, you know, like high skill level players playing it. So you might not get the best experience with it. So don't worry if you don't want to play it. I wouldn't. Like, that's okay. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.